Are you with me? Murder, murder, midnight. Are you with me? Murder, midnight. Are you with me? Murder, midnight. Are you with me? Murder, midnight. Dear Mr. Weezy, could you please tell me my future? Will I die of murder? Will I die of bloody murder? Come again, dear Mr. Weezy, could you please tell me? I mean, this is self-explanatory. This is Bone Thugs and Harmony, Mr. Ouija, off the East 99 Eternal album. Now, you hear them talking. You know what a Ouija is, a Ouija board. You know what the Ouija board is a connection to, the demonic realm, okay? Bone isn't, look at, they've already embraced that. Look at their cover. Look at the album cover. Bone Thugs and Harmony were a demonic artist, and they were casting spells on the music. You understand? It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. Be my future. Will I die of murder? Will I die of bloody murder? Now, what they saying is, will I die of bloody murder? That's what they asking the Ouija. Basically, they making pacts with Satan. But we know that if you make a pact with Satan, you have to produce. So that's what happens in the ghetto. You have to kill or be killed. But what does the Lord tell you to do? God tells you to turn the other cheek, to forgive your brother and your sister. You understand? But Satan, in what they're telling you, Satan is requiring blood sacrifice. That's what he requires. You can't just get gifts from Satan and think you're not going to do nothing. Are you crazy? You got to make it hot. You understand? And I mean in more ways than one. You got to be opposite, contrary to God. That's what pleases Satan. Murder mo, will I die of murder mo? Bloody murder mo, bloody murder mo, bloody murder mo. Tell me will I die of murder mo? Bloody murder mo, 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 bloody murder mo. I'm here, I'm here, bloody murder mo, bloody murder mo, bloody murder mo, I'm here. Did you hear this, man? They said, Ouija, I'm here. Are you with me? He's basically saying, Satan, I'm here. Are you with me? The devil. Okay? Like, come on now. I just played you, like they said it out their own mouth. Back in the days, we heard that music. I was a child listening to this. I had to be I don't know, I was young. You know, not no little bitty baby, but I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to this. And I ain't gonna lie, it affected me spiritually, mentally. I was having visions. I'm telling y'all this. I was having visions listening to this music. I sure was having visions of apocalypse, of like, and I had anger issues that I wasn't dealing with. You understand? Things like that I wasn't dealing with, bro. This stuff was dangerous. I could have took this the wrong way. You know what I mean? And that's my problem with hip hop. And like back in the day, they used to try to explain this. Bone used to be like, oh man, it's just music, man. We ain't doing that. So why y'all talking about it? Like if it's just like y'all talented guys, why are you talking about Satan? Are you with me? Why couldn't you say, oh Lord, are you with me? God, are you with me? You know, no, you're saying Ouija, are you with me? You did that. That's out of your heart. What comes out of your mouth comes out of your heart. Man, Crazy Bone had a real deep obsession with the Ouija board. You know, dear Mr. Ouija, like this guy was obsessed. He was really on that devil worship and stuff. Have you wondered and have you noticed that Crazy Bone is the one who you see at the forefront? He's the spokesman for Bone. He's the one who you see, constantly telling us about their whereabouts, telling us, constantly in front of the camera. I told you, Satan gives gifts, man. For some of his loyal soldiers and servants, Crazy Bone is the recruiter. Like Mota, you might not see on the surface level. You think that everybody's still alive dealing with Bone. Nah. A lot of niggas from Bone and Mo Thugs, that's a whole nother subgroup of Bone Thugs, they not here no more. Flesh and Bone. Flesh and Bone was gone away for a long time while the group was bubbling like Offset. Flesh and Bone was locked up. You understand? Like, it hadn't been sweet. But again, those sacrifices had to be given to Satan.
Some nigga, you wanna get tossed in the river, nigga. Put him in the most of the pump blood, nigga, no love. It's strong when the bone, when I grab that pump, then I hop that down, follow me roll, stroll down this 99, gotta find these roll holes. Nigga, you woke up and all of a sudden, nigga, you was up in my hood. I'm a real thuggish nigga, so I would have to kill you so dumb.
You already heard that. Like, I don't have to tell you, explain these lyrics, but I will do it anyway. This nigga Crazy Bone said that all of a sudden, if you just woke up, you was in my hood, just in my neighborhood, I'm a real thuggish nigga, so I would have to kill you.
Hot up to the couple, pick up my pop, down jumps and it got to bang. Nigga got to fuck the bang, taking no shit so fucking man. Ain't my thing to slang, them bloody bodies, cause them all set them hoes up in flames. Crazy insane to the brain. Hey, we slay, niggas who think we play. Nigga be deadly with the gun, machete they dip, then bomb. Running with the guns that he working, leaving the bodies dumped off in the alley for dead. I'm here, kill them all, murder, that's what we just said. Gotta put one.
I'm here, kill them all. More murder. That's what Ouija said. Now, we replace Ouija with Satan. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to give you the deep dive. Said more murder. Got to put one in your head. That's what Satan said. More murder. That's what Satan said. You understand? So, these things are flashing in the mind of these young men and women. When they listening to this music and stuff, it's casting spells on them. And you better believe that even if they not listening to it and they've heard it, that flashes in their heads. Now, they ain't hearing from the Lord because it's too many distractions and things that's keeping them from that food, a lot of things. But Satan now comes in and implants messages and imagery in your mind. If you're not spiritual and you hadn't made it to that next level in spirituality where you can actually have visions and aware of those things, you're going to get done because Satan is going to give you those things subconsciously. You're going to just be out and about. That's why you see niggas going 0 to 60, be at Mickey D's or shoot a nigga up in the head over some fries or some disrespect. You disrespect me over some fries? That's why you see a nigga go up in the convenience store trying to get some Swisher Sweets, and then end up in the fight with the firefighter, end up having to kill a nigga because you trying to flip out over some Swisher Sweets, getting disrespected. That's the shit, man. But you don't understand that these things have been cultivated in your mind before. You understand? Because more murder. That's what Satan said.
One in your head, bang, we ain't gonna serve you. More murder. Get him up with a big thug, see him on the corner and it's slinging them drugs. Giving them shots out to the Glock like 88 to 10-5. Killers be pumping them slugs, niggas been fed up and dealing with honest with 12 gauge eruption. And I'm on the...
This is Lazy Bone here. Now you heard Lazy Bone. He didn't fall far by saying, I'm the realer nigga, #1 assassin, ready to peel you, down for my crime. #1 assassin, down for my crime. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm feeling not a bit remorseful. My 12 gauge is just so forceful. You can go out and you see, like I said, people in your neighborhood, kids get their head bust. It's nothing. In the hoods, man, grannies get their head bust. It's nothing, little aspiring college student brother who was playing ball, man. He had a future ahead of him. Head get busted everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it ain't nothing, man. Niggas ain't feeling no remorse. You heard Lazy Bone.
So play your hate when I'm in your town, the nigga be bucking it down. And I'm giving a piece to the hustlers. Cause the truck gets busted. Look at me, better my murder but style now. Put him on the ground, lay down. Nigga, take my thing, the way that we swing when I'm coming to serve you. With a night cocktail is ready to pop, letting off shots, lazy be screaming, I'm murder, more murder. Pump to the ground, better leave it alone. Nigga wanna die when fucking weird. No thug nigga, we kill this bitch. How you wanna get some bang bang? Nigga wanna die when I let my nuts hang.
Mo thug niggas, we killers, bitch. You know, niggas wanna die when I let my nuts hang. Do you understand why I'm doing this video series entitling it the Hiphopdeath culture? Do you understand? Because that's all that was spoke to us for a long time. That's all. Like, that's it. Like, during this era, it was a gangster rap era. It was a real era of rap where not only was niggas talking about this, you being around in that circle, you know what I'm saying? Niggas would have ducked you off somewhere. You know what I mean? You could have got ducked off. Nigga, Tony Soprano you. And nobody would have known about it. Now cameras everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about back then. Nah, bro. Niggas was real with it. And it was demonic. You understand? Satan was running this culture.
What is it in me? Make me feel like I got to murder you.
He just answered. He just told you, man. See, the Lord speaks through this. What is it in me that make me feel like I gotta murder you? He's asking that. Wishbone. That's wishbone right there. He asking, what is it in me? Understand what these boys and men, what these men put down on wax, come out of their heart. They were speaking on that. What is it in me that made me feel like I gotta kill my brother or my sister?
Pull up my ticket, nigga, you die, soldier. For killers, we creeping and coming to hurt you. More murder. Better pay your time, killing like killing, you dying tonight. You don't want them to hear that clap pop. When I got pop, clap, don't stop. We all about murder mode. Finger on the trigger, more thug like yo. We straight from Cleveland. Clap that nigga, you bleed on. You don't wanna fuck with bone. Pulling that chrome down, nigga, get down. If you wanna die, bye. See you, nigga, let mama die. Watch both the killers pump, pump. Put him in the ground with his head blown down. More murder, more murder.
Now this is Busy Bone. Just asking, you know, will he die of murder? Basically the paranoia of growing up in the neighborhood.
I'm riding, everyone dies and die. Money with my killers and all of my boogish niggas, no lie. Chopping up like more victims, get some, that's a big little bitch. Cause sinister kill y'all, but I'm in a bit of back to shit, but fuck that. And I'm up inside, must be blood up, I'm talking. Remember me spray them, slay them, gate them, lay them, all up off in the coffin, ready to fade them. Top up the shit with the drug and your corruption, keep out your secret, you
Busy Bone was one of the more talented of them out of the group. I say if not the most talented out of the group. But still, you can, even though you can probably barely, I know a lot of you can barely make out what he's saying. Basically just talking nonsense, just talking crap. I'm ready to fade him with the 12 gauge eruption. Like Busy Bone was more vague with how he was speaking. You know, niggas having jealousy like F that nigga, you know, that type of shit.
Come to step out and none of my niggas was bluffing. Wanna love with a murder man, a murder gang, the same with a bang, bang, bang. Cameras is above you now, I run them all off, same cat face. Put a murder bow, oh no, I wanna touch the stop party posted when they got the phone. Stop and drop them, no, till they got cold. That bros, you know, nigga, we can't be bluffing with bang inside. When I put one to your top of my mother, then blow out your brain.
And Busy Bone stuff was more dangerous because, like I said, him as being as talented as he was, and when rapping so fast, you can't really understand a lot of those messages. But your subconscious mind is very powerful. It records that stuff. I'm telling you, it does. Just like the science. Your subconscious mind heard what Busy Bone said. Then it start to put them words together later on. You be like, I remember growing up, man, niggas knew all the rap songs, man. Like you memorized them backwards and forwards. You don't have to do that now because you can just go up and listen on YouTube. But we memorized the songs backwards and forwards. And them fast raps, that stuff started like Twister and stuff. Like you couldn't really understand it at first, but about the third time you start repeating it, you understood what they were saying. Even though they're rapping fast and subliminally and doing all that, you started to catch that because it was supposed to get set in your mind that way. So there you have it. Mr. Ouija 2 Interlude and Mo Murder from Bone Thugs and Harmony East 1999 Eternal album. Are you listening to me yet? Are you hearing me? Are you understanding me? Are you feeling me? The satanic death culture of hip hop. It's both. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm going to continue to go on with this series and I'm going to give you more examples. You could talk about, oh, it's just music. It's just this. It's just a lot of things. And those things aren't good. You have a lot of other different genres of music. We're talented, don't just try to make it seem like all we could do is talk about death and destruction. Like if you're selling yourself short if you think that's all you could do. Talk about death, destruction, prostitution, sexual deviance, debauchery, filth. Like if you think that's all that you have with all that we have within us, then that's a problem within itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. This is episode 2 of the satanic hip hop death culture. I'm gone.